Even joining cults. You know, people join cults these days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, people join cults. I mean, easy money.
Yeah, easy money. Easy come, easy go.
If you're struggling and kuna pali unaweza pata pesa ya haraka, like why not?
Na si basi hadi mimi unionyeshe hiyo cult venye inakaa.
I'm not saying I'm in a cult. I'm giving an example of the kind of things the young people get themselves into, even robbery, you know. Mtu anakuwa tu mwizi juu yo kama kazi hakuna na kuna pressure. Yeah.
It's not what? The finish line. Oh, good. Okay. It's 500 meters.
Hello viewers, welcome back to our #1 channel.
Hello everyone, good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're watching. I hope you're keeping well. My name is Achieng Opio. This is where we talk about parenting. This is where we make you rich with parenting knowledge, and this is also where we say parenting haina manual. So guys, just put it into your head that hakunanga manual kwa parenting. The way you parent, the way I parent, if they do not align, that's up to you and that's up to me.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you cannot copy mine, I cannot copy yours, because yours will never work for me. Right?
Yeah.
So anyone who has a baby out there, parenting haina manual. Guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Achieng Opio, please take this perfect opportunity, hit that notification bell and say whenever Achieng posts, I will be the first one to be notified. Well, the joy, right? Tuko hapa na
DJ
Debbie Jane, the author.
Debbie Jane, yes.
So guys, we are authors as well. My debut book is called The Color of the Sun, that you can find from Nuria store.
Yes, yeah, Veiled Heart, you can still find it at Nuria stores.
Guys, soma upunguze boredom, na tena soma usikie ni kama now I know Debbie Jane, because you're gonna read Debbie Jane, you're gonna read her thought pieces, you're gonna find out what is depressing her. You're gonna find out what is eating Debbie from the inside, what is eating Achieng. You're gonna find out what is working for Achieng and what is not working for her. If there's anything you wanna copy, guys, feel free, because this life for sure has got no balance. We try only to do it like nikule nilale.
Yeah.
That's enough. Niamke niende job, niamke ni hustles, nifanye hustles zangu. Of course, the notion of being a hustler. But there, guys, so today we are discussing a topic. Introduce the topic, Debbie.
Today we are going to talk about witchcraft. Right? Witchcraft. Yes, we're going to talk about witchcraft, and we're also going to talk about the pressures from parents. I think I got it right. Yes.
Yeah, you did get it right. But guys, stay tuned, because we are not talking about witchcraft in this video, but witchcraft is coming on our next video. We are gonna tell you our experiences with witchcraft. So what do you think, guys? The pressure from our parents. Do you think your parent is pressurizing you too much to give money? Do you think your parent is on your neck that you've got to help him or her? Do you think like your parent has offloaded is right? Is it English that your parent has offloaded their burdens onto you? I'm gonna give you an example so that we see if you can relate. And by the way, you can comment hapa chini, you tell us what you think about our topic, our discussion, because we talk about parenting here. So there's this boy, I was being told by a friend of mine that he works, and see, he works in an office or something. He works like like shamba boy. So he's a shamba boy, so he's paid an amount, a certain amount of money. The father feels like this boy should take care of his siblings. The boy in question is just a young boy, early 20s. He's even stopped going to school so that he can take care of his siblings. And the parents seem very okay with the kind of the pressure that they are giving their son. Can you relate as a parent? Can you relate as a child? Can you relate as someone who is going through the pressure? And what do you think?
Wow. Okay. I think this is a very nice and necessary topic. Parents have expectations. Let me say a lot of expectations. Because when our parents take us to school, they do that as an, let me say, an investment. Okay, they are making
investing their cash money. You know, cash money.
They are making their investments so that they can reap in future. Okay, maybe not all parents. I know kuna parents who are like, I'm doing this because I love my child. I'm taking my child to school because I want a future for them, not because I want anything out of them.
Yeah.
And this is mostly for the parents who are like doing well. They are well off. They won't necessarily need your money or anything like that. But then there are parents who came from is it parents or children who comes from poor background, where the parents give everything they have to take the children to school so that the children can be able to help them, which to me is not a bad thing. The bad thing comes in where maybe umemaliza shule, yeah, you've done whatever you can. Maybe you finished your O levels, or maybe you finished your university and you're tamaking, or una hustle when umesema, hujapata kazi, you're not stable, you're struggling yourself. But the parents do not understand that. They want you to be able to sort their issues. Au hiyo mambo ya una kazi, they don't want to know. When mwanaume amka enda mjengo, they don't care kama hiyo mjengo haujapata ama nini. They expect you to take care of their needs at the end of the day, take care of your siblings, because most of them like invest everything they have. Like sisi ma firstborn tunakulanga pressure januari. Hey, being a firstborn is just,
the pressure is real.
Yo,
are you a firstborn out there? Comment hapa chini utuambie, what are you going through?
Being a firstborn, you carry all the burden. Juu wame-invest everything they have in you. Wewe ndo sasa umalize ujue venye you'll take care of the rest of your siblings.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a job. Sasa maybe your siblings will be in university or something, or high school. Now you have to sort their fees because your parents are walinawa sasa wakakuachia the parenting. It is really, really stressful. As much as I would want to understand where the parents are coming from, but this is a conversation that we need to have because it's affecting a lot of people, especially those siblings who are elder in their families.
Well, firstborns, Debbie is saying you guys are the most affected. Some of us who are also middleborns, sometimes we want to step up, and sometimes we want to, feel, the pressure of just getting as at the standards of the firstborn or even past that.
Yes.
But what that does to us is that your parent now feels like you who is coming up so fast, you who is struggling to do so much, is the one who should receive all these pressures.
Yeah.
So, according to me, si mbaya kusaidia mzazi. But I think I should give a shout out to my own parents because, oh my God, my father, he told me something I will never forget. When he was taking me to school, he was like, you know what I want for you? I just want you to not end up where I have ended up. Nipite tu hata kama ni kidogo.
Yes.
And that is not something that I will ever take for granted. Because now I look back and you see with everything that had happened or was happening at that moment, I couldn't see why he would be struggling to take me to school. You know, coming from a village where every girl was married at grade 3 or standard 3.
And what was happening in those days, by the way?
I don't know. Girls never used to go to school.
You know, in my village too, like most of the people who I could say are my age mates or even younger than me, everybody got married.
Yes.
Mtu alienda akacha shule class 5, one was to sit for KCPE,
Akawacha.
Ati a few days to exams.
Anakimbia majandawa. Can you imagine? And then you go with someone who is hopeless.
Wewe hujasoma.
Yeye aliwachia shule standard 2 ndiye akue mchungaji, si mchungaji wa church. Mchungaji wa ng'ombe wa mbuzi.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, so looking back, I really thank my father for letting me, like pushing me amongst my peers to go to school, and then just pushing me to you know, to break the records, because everybody, every little girl, every young girl, even my younger cousins, mtu ni like 5 years older than me, akona mtoto ako 10 years older than me, you know, and see ati we are judging anyone, we are just, hii hapa ni conversation that we are just having with you as parents and as children.
Yeah.
So parent, I'm looking at it like what Debbie just said. Umenipeleka shule ndio. You've invested every coin you had. Uko hauna sasa. But sijapata kazi. If I have a job, if I am living a good life, if I am partying like an animal, like I'm a party animal, then you can look at it and say, my child is living a good life. Yeah. You know, mtoto wangu anaishi maisha mzuri, lakini mimi hata nyumba sina. And I struggled to take them to school.
Yeah.
But do you always look at our struggles as your children? Do you usually call to just find out huyu mtoto wangu anaendeleaje? Or when you call, it is just about money. You know, I'll still go back and just say I thank God for my parents, because my parents will never give us pressures.
Yeah.
Za kuuliza nini ama nini. Never. I mean, ni vile tu now you look back and say, nafikiri I need to rusha some 500 shillings.
Yeah.
Father anunue hata kama ni omena, they eat together, you know.
Yeah.
Hata kama ni nyama kilo moja, or even quarter, because it's just my dad and my mom. So, but for you as someone who looks at your child who is also struggling and you're giving them that pressure, what do you expect? What do you want your child to do? I know you have expectations. I know you are looking forward to even, you know, boasting. It's boasting. Ni kuringia majirani ukiwambia, by the way, my daughter, you know, my daughter Debbie, she built this house. It would be nice to say such a thing. But also, we need to look at the point where I'm saying such a thing, did I care about what Debbie is going through as a person? Is Debbie stable enough to be able to buy me sugar, you know? Yeah. Is Debbie stable enough to be able to support her younger siblings? The idea of you dropping your responsibilities of being a parent to your firstborn is sickening. It's just, it leads to these young chaps getting depressed, killing themselves. You know, you could find someone getting into prostitution to raise that money that you want.
Yeah.
Because you're giving me pressure to give you money, I could end up doing something.
Even joining cults. You know, people join cults these days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Yeah, people join cults. I mean, easy money.
Yeah, easy money. Easy come, easy go.
If you're struggling and kuna pali unaweza pata pesa ya haraka, like why not?
Na si basi hadi mimi unionyeshe hiyo cult venye inakaa.
I'm not saying I'm in a cult. I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example of the kind of things the young people get themselves into, even robbery, you know. Mtu anakuwa tu mwizi juu yo kama kazi hakuna na kuna pressure. Yeah. Why not?
I think even now, come to think about it, there are people who also get into bad businesses like drug trafficking. And you find out that because my parents, they just want me to help them. They don't care about me. They don't care about my mental health. They don't care about my well-being. What they need is for me to help them. Nitaingia hata kama ni drug trafficking so that I'm able to raise the money they want. The other day I saw in the newspapers, very young boys, 2 of them, walikuwa wanasafirisha bangi. And I was just like, my goodness, before you get to judge these 2, you need to find out what exactly has led to them being drug traffickers.
Because, you know, it's not, let me tell you something. It's not fun even for us to see your parents in such
conditions.
Yeah, in such condition, in such a place. You in the home, you see the way your parents are living, you feel bad. You want to change the life of your parents, you know. Unlike some kids, unajua kuna wale wenye wako nayo, but they just don't want to help because they feel like, that's not their responsibility. But kuna wale mwenye, they really want to help their parents. They really want to pull them out of that poverty. But vitu hazijajipa, you know. So pia wewe, it really disturbs you, like, what can I do? What can I do to be able to transform the lives of my parents? What can I do to be able to find money? And that's how unaenda kujipata kwa vitu kama hizo. Wash, you know, mtu anakuambia kuna hii deal nataka tufanye nini. And because you need that money, because you don't care about the consequences of yenye itakuja baadaye, you're like, let me do this. Maybe it's a one-time deal that will transform my life and the life of my parents. Unaingia kwa hiyo deal, before you know it,
you're off. Ama umeshauawa, ama you are deep into it, now you are addicted, now you can't pull out because of blackmails and all the shit. You know, it gets very frustrating, but at some point, we need to pass the message to our parents. We need to look at any parent who is watching this. Just look into what kind of pressures you're giving your children. I can tell you for a fact that I like referring to yourself because I'm the only living example to myself. Because of poverty, I was pushed to go get married. And well, running away from poverty, I fell into the first hand that told me they wanted a wife. That which the Bible says, he who gets them gets a good thing. And
so you are not like in love, you didn't date, you know.
But I swear I never dated. I mean, that word from the Bible, that quote from the Bible is what made me get married. Not because I was being pushed. Actually, my father really wanted to take me to college then, because I think my father he loves education so much. And he keeps saying if his father would have listened to him, angekuwa daktari, a big one. Of course.
And that's the thing. Let me cut you short. That's the thing. Parents don't listen. They don't listen to what their children want, because I feel like wanaekeleanga watoto wao the dreams that they had. Like if he wanted to be a doctor and he did not manage to be a doctor, he'd want that for their child, not caring what their child wants to be. I remember being in such a such a position when nilimaliza shule. I wanted to be something else. And my parents were like, sasa jueni first born, maybe when they teaching utapata kazi haraka, and then, you know, you can be able to help your siblings, just what you're talking about. I ended up doing that teaching not because it's really
What
what
you
I wanted.
wanted.
I mean, I loved children, I loved kids and everything, but I just couldn't stand being confined in one place with the children making noise in your head, and it is just crazy. I was like, mimi nimefanya hiyo kenye mko mnataka nifanye, I am done with it. Nilichukia teaching and mpaka wa leo I have the papers, but as kama ni nini na happen, I can never think of going that direction because it is not what I wanted to do.
It's not your interest.
And I think parents should just listen to their children. Sit down with your child. What do they want to do?
Yeah.
Don't force your dream on your child.
Yeah, don't force
your child to be a professor when they want to be an actor or want to be something else.
That's very, very true. That's very true. Me, I think my dad wanted me to do community health. I think community and public health, something like that. And that's because that's what he has done. I have, I think, or I guess I had a little interest then because my aim in life was either to be a nurse or a journalist, which to date has not been accomplished. But yeah, I'm still young and I'm still looking forward to one day accomplishing my goals. And, at this point where my father really wants to take me to school, I meet a man who is telling me they want a good wife, a wife material. Mimi, because of the poverty in the village, I am just telling myself, mbio, ndio huyo mimi, Nairobi, marriage. And my life ran so fast. Like, at some point, I could just sit down and feel this confusion in Atoka Wapi. Yesterday, I was with my parents. Today, I'm living with someone else, a stranger. And then 1, 2, 3, you go through a lot. You have no idea how to even go back and speak it to your parents. Because at this point, even your parents have said, can you just come back home? We need to take you to school.
Yeah.
And you, because, nini, you are like, apana, me, I've gotten my rib, nitaka hapa. Then you know.
Kikakuramba huko kwa rib.
A story for another day. Then now depression kicks in because of all the things you're going through and unarudi wapi. Not because your parents can't welcome you back, but these are people you literally ran away from.
Yeah.
Even when they tried saying kuja tu, we just take you back to school, then you can get married later on. Anyway, I ended up fulfilling my parents' dream. I went to Mo University and I did my PR. And that's it, that's it. But this is off the discussion. What we are saying is, if your child is not doing well financially, don't pressurize them.
Yeah.
If your child is doing well financially, have a conversation. Communicate with your child. Do not speak to them with an authority. Don't force them. Don't push them. By the way, adi kitu ya kusaidia. I mean, this idea of your child helping you, it has to come from their heart.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you also as a child, if you're able to help your parent, by the way, usisisitize. Well, I'm so sorry about my Swahili, and I know Debbie will laugh all day long because I've just said something funny.
I'm not like, okay, I also don't know what word you want. I know what you wanted to say, but I don't know the word, but I know they get it.
Yeah, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to help your parent if you are able to. But as a parent, can you speak to your child? Can you find out how your child is doing?
Yeah.
Can you just ask them, are you okay? Before you call and start saying, unajua, I am just this and that, I need this and that, your peers are doing this and that. Iyo ni yao. I mean, that's theirs. And if there's going to be a big house, at its own time, kila kitu na wakati wake, like everything has its own time. let me stick to what I can manage.
Yeah.
Let me stick to my line. Let me stick to my capabilities.
Yeah.
I do not want to live out of my reach because I want to build a bigger house for my mom, like what someone else has built for their mother.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to live out of my reach because I want my mother and father to live a standard that another parent is living. At the right time, even the Bible says, at the right time, I, the Lord your God, will show you. And at the right time, God will bless me, God will bless you, God will bless your children, God will bless your siblings, God will bless your brothers and sisters, God will bless everyone else to come to you with whatever it is that is available.
True.
And again, children, if you're capable, don't hesitate. I repeat, do not hesitate to support your parents. Support where you can. If you're not able to do 100%, do 80, do 50, do 20, just do 10. Because a blessing is a blessing. Yeah. Sometimes I don't have money, but nasikia niko na hii 50 and this 50 can go to my mother. Whatever she does with it is none of my concern. It can buy sabuni ya kipande ya kufua. It can buy skuma pale kwa mboga. It can go to kisiagi juu skuma iko kwa shamba. You understand? So, doesn't matter how much, try as much as you can to support, but no pressure. No pressure. No pressure from your friends, siblings, parents, even from within you. Because again, the best thing to do is stay in peace with yourself.
Yeah.
Have your inner peace. Whether they pressure you or not, have your inner peace. Otherwise, if you buy the pressure, if they sell you the pressure and you buy the pressure, you will end up getting depression. You'll end up killing yourself. You might end up taking your own life. You might end up affecting everybody else in your life. You affect yourself, you affect your children, you affect your job, you affect your bosses, you affect your productivity, and then everything else just goes to waste.
Yeah.
Do you want that for your child, for your sister, for your siblings, for everyone around you, even for your friend, even for your enemy? I doubt you'd want that for them.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like how?
Yeah, I wanted to emphasize on the part where if you can be able to help your parents, because it's a shame kuona mzazi wa mtu anatembea na vikombe mali and all these things, and their son or daughter is driving a Lexus or those big cars, you know, and people know. Let me tell you something.
Big machines.
Yeah,
People
know that you're doing. Let me tell you, hata kama hujambia watu, kuna udaku hapa nje. People know that you are doing well. People know that you're living in a good house. People know that wewe ndo unapiga sherehe, unachafua meza, unachinjia watu mbuzi, and then
wanachafua meza.
Yeah, and then back home, babako anatembea from door to door, anauzia watu sijui ni maziwa ama ni nini. Guys, let's not be that kind of people. I mean, if you can be able to help your parents, kama umebarikiwa, these people saw you through a lot. They changed your diapers, they took you to school, they fed you, they clothed you, they did stuff that no one could be able to do for you. So if you're in a position to help your parents,
usisahau walikupanguza pia.
If you're in a position to help your parents, please guys, do it. Usiache tena uanze kufosiwa ikuwe ni an issue, unapewa pressure and everything, yet you are capable. The people we are defending are the ones that, you know, do not have jobs, do not have a way of providing for their parents. But if you are capable, please take care of your parents.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't owe them, but it is, what do I want to say, courtesy or what? It is important that, you know, you just be human enough and
help your parents.
And
I also think that kuna wale watu wenye the category we are talking about, mtu asitaki kusema mtu hana, because it doesn't sound right, but there's the category of people who are really struggling. First of all, you're struggling with how to feed yourself. There's no way you'll feed another party, right? So I'm thinking, and this is me thinking aloud. You don't have. Can you find yourself even time? Si lazima upatie mzazi pesas for them to feel you're taking care of them. Sometimes just make a call and say, I just wanted to find out how you're doing. I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to see if I could come home and see you, you know. Sometimes you don't have to ask, because for most of us, I said a lot that I'll give a lot of examples with myself, because I'm the only living example from myself. So the gate huko kwetu haijafungwa, so every time I feel like I need to rush home and just see my parents, just hug them, just tell them thank you very much for everything you've provided in my life. I don't need to ask that permission. But when I am not able to, because of distance, fear, and everything that is involved, I have to figure out what to do with myself, with my life, with my confusion, with my condition, with everything. You know, just think about it. Get Safaricom, get credit ya 20 bob. Get credit ya 10 bob. Subscribe to minutes. Pigia mama yako. Talk to her. Ask her if everything is okay. You know, I think if there's anything good about mothers is that you call them to just say hi, and then they'll start telling you, oh, my neighbor this, my neighbor that. Na ujue ule neighbor wetu wa huko alikuwa nasukuma mpaka, you know. Usikia akisema hadi ng'ombe za neighbor wamekula nyasi yetu, wamekula mahindi yetu. And again, I think at some point when you have those conversations, you will feel relieved. If you were stressed, you will feel relieved. You might not have gotten a chance to share your thinking, your frustrations with your mom, but utasikia tu uko relieved you've spoken to your mom. So be good to yourself, first of all. Be good to your mother, your parents, your father, your siblings. Depending on your relationship with them, because again, even sibling rivalry is out here na imeja. And nikijua tu kabisa so and so is not doing well, I put pressures on my parents to push the so and so. And when I know I am capable of helping them, I don't. So it gets really bad, it gets frustrating, and I would wish that those be some of the things that we address in our daily lives, you know. So guys, Debbie Jane seems a bit lost.
I'm not lost, I'm very here.
Or maybe she's just waiting for the witchcraft topic. Witchcraft.
You know, these topics are very, very important, and you know, a lot of times people don't get a chance to talk about these things. So you connect with them, you feel,
you bring it up.
You feel that burden, you feel, even as you're talking, I'm just trying to, you know,
to fill gaps.
To fill gaps.
And I know these topics can get very emotional sometimes, because to be honest, we all experience these things at some point. You all just wake up one day and you like I have a very touching story, and I think I'll talk about this story next time. Where at some point my younger sister was like, you know, you should do this, you should do that, because you have a lot of money, and I was just wondering, where is this money coming from? And that led to something really bad. And even though I have forgiven this sister of mine, sometimes I still feel very bad about
Yeah.
what happened that day.
Yeah.
Because of the way she behaved towards me.
Yeah.
But anyway, things happen and people can view you differently.
Yeah.
You know, people can see what they want to see. And people have their opinions. And to be honest, and to also to make it clear, your opinion doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Your opinion is just yours. And whatever it is that you say about me or whatever, ni opinion yako and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah? So it's important for us to talk about this topic sometimes.
Yeah.
If you can relate, if you feel like you're a parent and you're giving too much pressures, please, man, they take a step backwards.
And sometimes they don't even, sometimes they don't even know they are giving you pressure.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Because they feel like
Yeah.
it's their right.
Yeah.
It's my right for Debbie to build a house for me. It's my right for Debbie to buy me food every day. When Debbie herself cannot even feed herself.
Yeah.
So you see, it gets to a point where, Mimi, I can't live. I can't live for me, I can't live for them, I can't live for anyone else, I'm just going. And then what else?
And it always comes back to communication.
Yes.
Like we were saying, like some of us, somebody like me, I'd be going through so much, but I wouldn't like speak because you don't want sometimes you just don't want your parents to know you're struggling because it breaks their heart. You're supposed to be their refuge, and then wewe pia ndio huyo aujielewi,
yeah.
You're stuck, you
Yeah.
don't know what to do, you don't know how to tell them that, you know what, guys, I'm struggling right now, I'm not doing well. So you just keep quiet. They are assuming their own things. You feel like you're not understood yet, you're not talking. So it always comes down to like having a conversation. Let's talk. Like, let's open up and
Let's
just
speak
talk.
up.
Yeah.
Speak up. I think there's this advert that used to say, Zosha, speak up, ongea. Zosha, you speak up and then unaongea. So, can we close the topic right now so that we go to our next topic?
Yes.
Guys, stay tuned because we are going to talk about Debbie's favorite topic. Kama hauja subscribe, guys, it's this wonderful moment that will lead us to becoming a family, the one big family. Your subscription, your watching is very important. So karibuni sana, guys, to our next topic. We talk about parenting here, but we are glad to just talk about many more. Thank you and may God bless you.